Hi, so today I'm going to be doing a gold and blue look using palette 4. So the Addiction Moodstruck palette is this here. So several colors, they all go well together. And I'm going to be using a dark one for my outer crease, this one for my inner crease. The whole eyelid is going to be done in this one here, the nice gold. And the upper brow is going to be done with this one here. So let's get to it. First things first is you want to neutralize your eyelids. What I'm going to be using is the Mineral Touch Foundation. So all that I do is on the cover, I swipe my finger across the little dopper so that I have some on my ring finger, smudge them together, and just apply it to your eyelid. That way it'll just neutralize your eyelid if you have any veininess or redness. Just so that it applies better when you put your eyeshadow. Next thing is you always want to use an eyeshadow primer. So the primer allows your shadow to stick better to the eyelid, and it'll also last longer, and it'll show the true color of the shadow that you choose. So same thing, you're going to apply it right onto your ring finger. You always use your ring finger because you're not going to apply as much pressure, and you don't want to be putting pressure on your eyelids because that's what can cause damage to the skin itself, and that's when you get those veins popping out. Okay, so once that is on, moving on to my shadow palette. So using a flat brush, I'm going to use this one here. It's a liner and shader brush. So using the flat part, I'm going to dip it into Secretive, which is that gold shimmer, and you really don't need a lot because the colors show true to what they are. So I'm going to put that on my whole eyelid, focusing on the middle, because the outer corner is going to end up being that blue, and my inner corner is going to be a shimmer. Repeat it on the other eye, same thing. You can hear my little dog looking out the window. My neighbors mowing their lawn. Alright, so now that you have it on both sides, we're going to move on to some blue. Alright, so Cheerful is the color I'm going to use, this one here, and I'm going to be using a blending brush. So I'm just going to dab a little bit onto the brush, and now for this, you're just going to go from the back and into the upper crease. Okay, you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and here's a little trick that I like to do is using a playing card. You're going to follow the lower lash line, which goes slightly up there. So I'm going to create a little V shape following the card. And this is just going to bring it out, creating a smoky eye look. And this is always going to give you a nice, crisp line on the outer side. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Alright, so now that I have both of the outlines going, I'm now going to use Triumphant, which is the darkest blue. And I'm going to put some on my brush, same thing. And now I'm going to focus on the outer corner. Okay, so focusing on the outer corner. And when you stroke back and forth with your brush, you want to make sure that you're doing light strokes. Just like that. See? And now do the same thing on the other eye. You can add a little bit more onto the brush. So nice thing with palette 4 a lot of people shy away from it because they see the blues and they don't think it'll look nice on everybody. But the thing with the blue is that it doesn't come across as very clown looking. It's perfect for a smoky eye look. So now what I'm going to use, I'm going to use Tender, which is my palest color. And with that, I'm going to be using just this thin little brush here. And I like to use that because it is so little that it's perfect for the upper, right on the eyebrow bone. Okay, and do the same thing on the other side. And you're just going to follow the eyebrow and apply it on the little tear ducts and bring that in. So if you're going for a day look, you can leave it like this. If you're aiming for a night look, what I would recommend is using that liner shader brush. Use the liner brush, dab it in the Triumphant, which is the darkest color, because that's the color that we did on the outer crease. And about halfway from your bottom lash line, join that into that smoky eye. Alright, and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, just like that, darkens it up a little bit. Alright, and now because I want a darker eyeshadow look, I'm going to use Perfect with the Moodstruck eyeliner. Instead of, there's this one here that's called Presumptuous, which is the one that actually matches palette 4. And it has that, I don't know if you can see it there, let me just put it on my hand. So it has more of a blue color, teal blue in comparison to the black. Okay, but I'm going to be using black just because, like I said, I do want this look to come across darker than actual blue. So I'm just going to, not perfectly, just put that black liner along the lash line. The reason I'm not too worried about being perfect is because I'm now going to blend it with that liner brush. Now I'm not cleaning that liner brush since I've put that bluish color on our lower lash line, just because it's going to blend really well with the eyeliner. Okay, so back and forth with the brush and just wing it out a little bit at the end. Back and forth, and it blends it nicely. Alright, so now that I have the eyeliner on this one, I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. So using the black liner, again, same thing, just smudge it into the lash line. Okay, and using the liner brush, back and forth, just want to give it that smudged out look. And I actually don't care if it's not perfectly straight, because I'm going to be putting a liquid eyeliner afterwards. So as you can see there, both sides are done. Okay, so now I'm going to use my liquid eyeliner, which is also the Moodstruck. And this has a nice pointy end, which is perfect to put over top of the Moodstruck Precision Liner. And the reason I did the other one first is to create that smudged out look, is because if you don't have a steady hand with liquid eyeliner, it is not very forgiving. You can see the little waviness that you have going on with liquid eyeliner. So by doing a regular liner first, smudging it out, and then putting liquid over top, it's not going to stand out as far as your imperfections, but you will get that nice dark standing out effect that the liner tends to do. Okay, so just go ahead and put your eyeliner on, and I always wing out the end just because I do have almond shaped eyes, so I like to have that cat eye wing. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So starting from the inner tear duct, and I am just bringing that out. Okay, so now that I have the eyeshadow and eyeliner all done, now I'm going to move on to the mascara. So normally with the 3D mascara, I do both of the steps, which is the transplanting gel and the fibers. With this look, I'm just going to use the transplanting gel because you can still use the mascara on its own without needing the fibers. I could also use the Epic mascara on its own, but the 3D one was closer, so I just grabbed that. Okay, and just do the same thing on the other side. And now the bottom lashes. Same thing on the other side. There we go. And if you really want to, you could do a second coat of mascara on the upper lashes, which I might do. Just a little bit to make them stand out. There we go. That is my final look. So if you were to move on, you would do the rest of your face, your primer, concealer, foundation, contouring, but I'm not going to do this in this video because I was just showing you my gold and blue look. So hopefully you like it. Let me know what you think. And again, this is all using the Younique products. Love, love, love them. Thanks for watching.